The footage that I'm playing in the beginning of this video is from a commercial for a specific video game. However, looking at the commercial itself, you probably would not be able to pick up on what video game it's advertising unless you actually remember the commercial or until we get about 45 seconds into this. And because of that, I think this is a fantastic commercial and a testament to really 20 years of Pokemon. That's right, this is actually a commercial for the 20th anniversary of Pokemon that aired during the Super Bowl back in 2016. Again, when it was the 20th anniversary, we're actually coming up on the 25th now. And this whole Train On campaign, 20th anniversary campaign, was really used as a way to advertise the Pokemon Sun and Moon games that were coming out on the 3DS that year. Now, of course, a few months prior to this, there had been the Pokemon Go release that summer, and I believe Sun and Moon came out that fall, so just a few months later. And you would think, by all regards, because of that, Sun and Moon would be by far the most popular games in the Pokemon series. It was right when the series was really getting back into gear with the popularity that it received from Pokemon Go. Despite this, though, the sales numbers for Sun and Moon go right down the middle, making it kind of an average release, even lags behind Pokemon X and Y, which was often a criticized title for not being difficult enough. So it really surprises me that these games aren't more popular, especially when you consider all of what you're getting when you play Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. You're getting a game where there's more than 8 gyms. It has a really unique approach where it actually uses this totem battle system, where instead of battling a specific gym leader, instead you battle a totem Pokemon in an attempt to get a Z Crystal, of which you collect a Z Crystal for every single type in the game, thus why there's more than 8 gyms or 8 totem battles to do. This, in addition to the fact that I think the game has a really unique landscape with its 4 individual islands and really unique culture compared to what we've seen in some of the other games, I think gives Sun and Moon a unique edge. And then you add in the fact that there's actually over 700 Pokemon that are playable in these games. Of course, there are version exclusives, so you can't simply catch all 700 in one version, but the fact that they're all even playable or they can be traded into this seems like an amazing thing when you consider the Pokemon that are lacking from Sword and Shield. In addition to this, the legendaries, a significant number of them, actually all of them, however some are version exclusive, are catchable in these games in the post game, which obviously gives it a hugely deep post game. If you're looking to get legendaries into Pokemon Home, this is the way to do it by playing these games right here. And for being a game that's 3 or 4 years old, I feel like I can't really knock even the graphics on this 3DS title. And of course, if you're watching this on your phone or a display larger than that really low pixel density 3DS screen, you're probably like, yeah, the graphics don't look the best because it's blown up. But on a 3DS screen, on that smaller screen, I think these characters look really good, and it makes you really wonder why they couldn't just pull these 3DS models into Sword and Shield, and arguably they did that anyways, so why they didn't include all the Pokemon is beyond me. Another interesting difference between Ultra Sun and Moon and just the regular Sun and Moon is the increased difficulty that the game actually brings to the table. I know people have been pretty hard on X and Y and Sword and Shield because they're too easy, and a lot of the gym leaders don't even have really that many Pokemon in those titles, and that even makes it be even easier. It's not even the fact that the levels are low or that they have poor AI, it's that they just don't even have that many Pokemon to even battle you with. And I think that Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon really increase the difficulty from the base games. Now, there's also fan mods that you can download, and I'll have one of these linked down in the description to check out. This is Photonic Sun. It's really interesting because they increased the difficulty of the game while also adding in the catchability of all Pokemon in the title. So Pokemon that you usually have to trade to evolve, you won't have to do that. They'll just evolve based on leveling. Different Pokemon that are maybe version exclusive won't be version exclusive. And any Pokemon that weren't in the title at all, either of them will be in there as well. So you won't have to do any sort of trading. All Pokemon will be catchable in the wild in the game. And of course, that's just a fan-made mod that you have to patch onto your copy of Pokemon Ultra Sun. But it's definitely something cool to check out if you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge. And of course, the ultimate goal of trying to catch them all and it being actually very doable even without a friend or an internet connection. So if you call yourself a Pokemon fan and for whatever reason you haven't played a title in a few years, you've been disappointed by the difficulty of them, but you haven't tried Ultra Sun or Moon, or you're willing to take on trying a fan mod like Photonic Sun, I definitely recommend checking them out, especially with the way the Citra emulator has came along on Android as far as being able to play 3DS games there. And then just the fact that the console is relatively affordable right now. You know, if you can find one for $99 new at Walmart or get a good deal on one used this summer, I think it's worth picking up a 3DS or a 2DS and trying this game out, because I think that unless things change going forward, unless we see something better than a Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu style game on a home console, or if they continue to piecemeal together the full collection of Pokemon that should be in Sword and Shield, this may be the last true large roster game that we really get. And I think that in 10 years, people will look back on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and say that was the last good one, unless things take a change. And ultimately, I hope they do, but it just seems like they're going in a direction that's away from that. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Bailey, and I'll see you in the next video.